Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited as usual. Every day that I'm gonna go play with makeup, I'm excited. Today I don't have anything special that I want to do. I just want to sit down, play with some makeup and see what look I can come up with. I have this new palette from Melt Cosmetics that I've never used before, so I'm like, I'm just gonna sit, play with it and see what look I can come up with. If you want to see, what look I achieved today, then keep on watching. First, every day, all the time, I always prime my lid. And to prime my lid, I'm gonna go ahead and use my P.Louise base, and this is in Aroma 02. And I'm just gonna use a G38. I think this brush is actually discontinued, but it's from Morphe. It's from the Gunmetal collection. I think they discontinued that line, but it's just a concealer brush, so it's nothing fancy, just any concealer brush. And I just use that to just dab in that primer. And I'm looking at my brows today. I kind of have a decent brow there. I'm like, I should have recorded this, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll maybe record it someday. I like putting the primer with a concealer brush. For some reason it just kind of blends everything nicely. Even if I don't blend it, I just kind of stamp it in. I am using a pretty light color today because I do want that to kind of show up, because the colors in that palette is kind of bright. So, and the palette I'm going to use is this palette from Melt Cosmetics. It's the Radioactive palette, and it looks like so. Let me take off the plastic right here, and it is bright. We have Radioactive, Radon. I'm terrible with names, so let's just keep moving about the names. And then this is Neon, this is Xeon, and then Arsenic, and we have Meltdown, Hazmat, and Uranium. These are pretty colors, love it. So I'm actually gonna start with I'm taking like a tapered brush. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna use this brush. It's just kind of like a short shader brush from Sephora. This brush is very old, but they do have that brush in their new collection. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with this color right here, which is Meltdown. It's like a dark green. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease, but I'm only gonna get to like halfway here and back. And I'm just dipping it. I'm not blending, kind of like so. Almost like I'm drawing a line. Green is actually not my favorite color eyeshadow, and the darker greens are hard to work with because they can get patchy real easy. So kind of like so, and then I'm gonna bring it down and just kind of like make like a V. So I'm gonna start right here and just bring it back. And I know it looks super messy, but it's fine. Trust the process. Let's just get, we're pretty much just like laying down the foundation, and we'll go in and blend everything out and make sure it looks seamless. I'm just making sure there's no creases on my on my lid. Me and these words. Just kind of mix them up together. And I'm gonna use the same brush with the same Meltdown color. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm almost just kind of drawing the line that I want, and then I go back and just kind of fill it in. For this, and I know I say that for most of my bright eyeshadows, you maybe want to do your eye first because there is some fallout, but that is expected because these eyeshadows are so pigmented. Trying to make sure these are equal. I'm gonna go in a little bit here. It's not the same thing, but it's pretty close. That is pretty close. Now I'm gonna get a clean, just like a shadow brush, kind of a fluffier brush, and we're gonna blend the edges. Ooh, I got the perfect brush. This is a T36 from Makeup Shack. And let's just go ahead and just blend the edges. Just gonna use my mirror right here and we're just gonna blend it. Actually, to blend the edges, let's go ahead into this color right here, which is Zayon. I'm gonna use that to blend the edges. And that's fine if while doing that you lost some of the first color. We'll go back and pack it on. See, I'm gonna have to like put some more shadow on there, but let's go ahead and blend this side as well. And that's why I don't like green shadows, because you do have to blend a lot. I need another brush because I need to do some packing. I did lose some of my color, or the first color. Let's go in with T33 from Makeup Shack, and I'm gonna go back in with the first green that I used. And let's just stamp that in here. Yep, I got this eye to do exactly what I wanted to do. So let's go to that second eye, or that first one, and let's blend the edges. Just blowing up the edges, making sure it's not harsh. Okay, I'm gonna put on that melt palette for a second. I actually want something a little bit kind of more glittery. I don't know. Let's ignore that.
Nope.
More glitter. More glitter. Just with more glitter in my inner corner. So let's. Something in my inner corner, but the first, like this part of my eye. I just take, 0.5 base. Just take that off because I don't want it that light at all. I'm actually gonna use 0.3. Actually, let's use this brush right here from Alama Cosmetics. Just kind of a flathead brush, not too flat because I don't want it like just super like cut crease. We're just gonna pretty much put down some primer, kind of like so. And we're gonna do the same thing for the second eye. I'm just using that T12 brush. It's a clean brush, and I'm gonna blow this up a little bit more. Yeah, I need to bring this higher up so they can match. I'm gonna go back to that green shade. And that happens because, guys, like sometimes, you'll be doing your makeup and you think you're done, and then you kind of look and you're like, okay, these two do not match, so let's go ahead and fix that up. And that's fine. And my eyeshadows never, on my eyes, they never completely match because I have two different eye shapes. So I'm gonna use this brush from Makeup Shack. It's a T48. And I'm actually gonna use this. This is actually not really a palette. It's just I got this from Amazon. I just have like single shadows in here from JD Cosmetics, which I love. They are so good, and there's no need to wet them. They're just amazing. I'm actually gonna use this shade right here. It's called Chartreuse, and it's JD Glow, and just a shimmer shadow. No need to wet it. It's like perfect. There's no need to wet. You just kind of apply your base and just go for it. And this is kind of how I expect all my shimmers to work. On a brush, no wetting, perfect. I feel like after I'm done recording, I'm gonna have to put some eye drop in my eyes. They're so red, especially this eye. Not sure why. I am kind of recording late, but I usually record this late, so I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just tired. I love this look. I look like Tinkerbell, but I wasn't really trying to look like Tinkerbell, but I don't know, like all the forests. But I love it. I'm so excited about that green. I just keep packing it on. There's literally no need for more of that green. But it's so pretty. And I'm gonna go back to that green brush or that brush that I used for the first green shadow. And I'm gonna put a little bit because I kind of want it to just kind of mesh with the shimmer, just so there's no line. So like so, and I'm just gonna put it like right here. And let's go ahead and put some liner on. For my liner, I don't know if that word is Kasia or Kasia. It's just, this is from their wing stamp. The wing stamp, the stamp itself is terrible. The liner, really good. But I did have the stamp somewhere like this to do the wing liner. Does not work. Not for me, I can't use it. But it's fine because I think I only paid like $25 for it, so I can use this. That's fine. I had a $10 off, so I think I only paid like $15 plus tax, so it's fine. But for like if it was more than that, I'll be like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, which is just the liquid liner. I love this. Now let's clean this mess. I have these wipes that I think I get them usually from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, but I think this one I got from Marshalls. They're like $3.99, and that's fine because I go through so many of these. I tried cleaning it and it just stayed there. Let's go ahead and move to the face. First, I'm gonna go ahead and put some eye cream, which is my Bright Eye from Supergoop. Just gonna put it on my tip of my finger like so, kind of warm it up a little bit and just go for it. I'm actually gonna use this. This is a new moisturizer that I just get from Shireen Beauty, and this is the Super Firming Cream. I'm gonna use this for my moisturizer. I've used this a couple of times. It is still kind of new, but I will definitely give you guys a feedback on this. What I like about it though, when I put it on, I can see like it's minimizing my pores, like right here. So that's good. But for skincare, I always like to, you know, give it like 30 days. But I can already tell you that I like how, see, like my pores are like gone. And this is a moisturizer. It's not supposed to be, you know, like I mean, it is a firming cream, but it's not a primer. But I guess you can use it for primer because it has a little bit of tap. But I love it. And I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna put my powder on. This is the Loose Fit Me from Maybelline, and then this is in shade medium. And I'm gonna make a total mess trying to get my powder brush. I'm just gonna use this powder brush from Kensie. I'm gonna dab it a little bit to just take off like the excess. I have powder like everywhere. I feel like this powder makes my face super white, but it's fine because I'm gonna go in with my foundation after, so it's cool. I will never leave my house like this, so it's fine. Let's use this from Scandinavia. Spray it out. And she said to let it dry because I'm following some, you know, little tip that I got from some Instagram girl. And I'm gonna use my fan to just dry it up quickly. Then she says to go in with your primer. Oh, I haven't used this for like a second. This is my water cloud primer from Cover Effects. Just put some like so. Just put a little bit because I don't know what a little bit is. Just gonna tap it on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this sponge from Beauty Bakerie. It actually comes in a set of, I think, of like 6, but these are like really like squishy. And let's see which foundation. Let's go ahead and use this foundation right here. This is the Double Wear from Estee Lauder. My shade is 4N2. I'm just gonna put it on here like so, and then kind of dab it. Ooh, I think I want a little bit too much, but it's fine. I actually prefer to put my foundation on with a brush. I feel like it doesn't use as much product, but just, you know, changing it up a bit. And you want to make sure you go as close to your hairline as possible so you don't look like you have a beginning and an end. It's just gonna be seamless. Feels like this foundation looks super white on this light. But it's not. This is actually like my perfect shade. I'm gonna put some here because I do need to go kind of close to my nose, like so, right here. So let's just tap this here. It almost smells like the photo focus finish, I think, from Wet n Wild. But these are like my favorite foundation. This one from Estee Lauder. I also love the Teens Idol from Lancome and the Luminous Silk from Armani. Those are like my favorite. And then I kind of like the Pat McGrath for like kind of a day foundation, like everyday foundation. But no, for the price, it's not something that you can wear every day, but I like it. But it's not my favorite. My favorite are those three that I just mentioned. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in some corrector. This is actually from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is number 3, which is Tenderry or Tendory. I don't want to put too much because I don't need a lot. I do have some dark circles, but I took a look at my last video and it looked like I went ham. And I'm actually gonna use this foundation sponge, the one I used to apply my foundation. It's not a foundation sponge, but that's the one I just used. And I'm just gonna like dab just the edges, just a little bit, just so it doesn't look like super harsh. For my concealer, I use this 2 concealer from JSC. I use C15 and C20. I go in with C20 first, which is a little bit of a darker shade, or I should say like my complexion. See, like, so I go a little bit heavier with this one, and then with the other one I just kind of highlight. And I have 2 concealers that I use. The I think it's like the fabric from like Armani, and this one from JSC. I use other ones, but these are my favorite. I'm gonna start with my brush, and then I'm gonna finish it up with my sponge. And for the brush, I'm using a concealer brush from Luxie, the 733. I feel like summertime, this will be my perfect concealer shade, but not a little bit dark. See, this is so smooth, like it's just butter. Now we put this brush down, and then I'm gonna go in with C15, and I just put a little bit. So let's put a little bit here as well. I know you may be like, that's not a little bit, but for me that is a little bit. I'm gonna use a different sponge, and then this one is from Beauty Blender, just a pink one. I haven't applied my concealer in a sponge in like months. I just feel like the sponge kind of takes away from the coverage a little bit, but this has good coverage. This is good. And you know, I kind of put a lot of product under my eye because I put the eye cream, and then I conceal. Oh, sorry, I correct. And then I put 2 concealers, and I have like minimal creasing. I mean, I do have creasing because I have creases under my eye, but it's so little. That's why I love this. And to set my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use my flower powder from Beauty Bakery. And I don't put a lot here because as I said, I do crease under my eye, and it's a little bit drying, so I don't want to put too much to make it like just a hot mess. I don't know, maybe I will go back to like applying my concealer with a sponge because I kind of like it. I don't know. Let's go to the powder brush from Luxie, and I'm gonna use my powder from Charlotte Tilbury in number 2, medium. And let's set that face. I'm trying to compare my face with my aunt, but in person it doesn't look white, but online I can say it. Like on the camera I'm like. And I'm gonna use my favorite lashes from Makeup Shack. This is in Dubai. I love this. I always order these in like a stack because they take forever. They don't take forever to get here, but I have to order them, so I can't just be like, oh, I need them for tomorrow and order it. Nope, not gonna happen. My key slash glue, favorite glue. Juicy Jazz kind of like, she spoke about that glue and then I got it and then never looked back. And before I used to think like, okay, I just can't put lashes on, but nope, it was the glue I was using. Mascara, let's not forget that because I need it. Let's go ahead and use Roller Lash from Benefits. Actually, let's go ahead and use the Electric Empire. Let's use that color. For my waterline. Oh, and this is from Urban Decay. Might be a little bit bright, but it's good. We will make it work. I'm actually like super scared to use that dark green color since I've already done my face. I feel like it's gonna be everywhere and that's kind of scary, but we gotta use it. So I'm gonna go back to my Radioactive palette. I don't know, I feel like I kind of want to go in with Hazmat, which is this color right here. Let's go for it. Why not? It's like a purpley color. Let's tap it out. Tap some more. More tapping, because couldn't do the same thing for that second eye. Let's see how this green pencil works out. Let's see. Yep, I like it. And I need another brush to just kind of blend it out. Let's use this T36 from Makeup Shack. Let's go ahead and use my Vesca bronzer in Diani with a contour brush from Luxie. I feel like I have to go a little bit ham for some reason because my face is like looks super white. Now I feel like I give my face some color, so that's good. Color is always good. I feel like you don't get a lot like right away, which is good because you can build it up. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of Maldives, which is a little bit darker shade. Well, it's not a little bit, it's actually pretty dark. It's not really my shade, but I feel like I want a little bit of like, and for that I'm kind of staying just like right here with this. See, this is dark. Then I'm gonna go ahead with this from just a makeup sponge from Tati and back to my powder, and we're just gonna put a little bit on the edge like this, and then I'm gonna. And today for my bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use Burnt Pepper from MAC with a stippling brush from Japanese. And let's go ahead and put some highlighter. I'm gonna use the So Hollywood from ABH. Oh my god, I put like just a lot. This is crazy. My lashes should be ready or dry, but you know, we'll just say they're ready. Actually, they look pretty good. I use this lash applicator from Below Lashes, and I just kind of hold my lashes like this. I mean, this just kind of stays. That's why I love this glue so much. Just gonna leave it here, settle for a second, And let's put something in the inner corner to, you know, spice things up a little bit. My eyes are super bold, so I'm thinking for my lip, maybe not so much. I'm still thinking because my eyes are green, so maybe I wouldn't want to go with, like, you know, a red lip. Or maybe I do, I don't know. No, I'm just joking. Actually, I'm gonna use this. Should work. This is called Red Chocolate from, oh my god, the name can't come to my mind right now. I'm looking at it and it just won't. Laura Mercier Red Chocolate.
Anywho.
And let's see what gloss. I'm thinking of gloss. Oh, or maybe this lip. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use Pasadena from Ofra Cosmetics. I feel like that will work. It's not red, it's not nude. I mean, kind of like pinky nude, but I feel like it would go fine with that green eye. I'm actually gonna go back to my little pin sheet thingy. You know, I know it's not called that. It's called, you know, lash applicator. But I'm gonna pinch my lashes together with my lashes. Because if not, you can see like kind of a space. And you want to keep cleaning it up because you don't want it to like just pull everything off when you kind of after you pinch it. So I'm gonna use this brush from Makeup Shack. It's a T66. I'm gonna kind of rub it on my wipe to make sure like it's wet. And I'm gonna go back to the same color that I have up here, and I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. Or should I do a purple? Actually, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna do Uranium, which is this color right here. Just a little bit, and then that is exactly what I wanted. Let me go back to my powder brush, and we're just gonna go ahead and dust off all the excess powder. And I'm gonna use my Scandinavia Oil Control Setting Spray. And that's it. That's the final look. I love playing with that palette. I love the colors. I'm not sure, you know, where I'm going with this, you know, kind of foresty look, but if you like green, I think that's a good look. I know this look is not, you know, an everyday look, and I know it's not for everybody, but that palette is bright, so I wanted to try something new and just, you know, kind of play with greens. I don't like to work with green shadows, but you know, I got it, so I'm gonna make sure, you know, I kind of play with it. So if you want to see what look I come up with or what palette I use, I guess you're gonna have to come see my next video. Bye guys.